apparently the house was run down, but like it had turned into like a place where like people who use drugs was
a trap house.
The crack house.
I was trying to be PC, but yes, it's a full out like crack house situation going on.
In the back.
And this lady is like, hey, where my $22? Because I let Johnny fuck me for that $22. Where my $22?
Behind y'all's house or next door?
It's beside it.
Interesting price for sex.
$22.
She
22.
would not stop about this $22.
What's up, world? We're back with Once Upon a B&B for a part 2. It still ends.
It's also still Ian.
And always been Maha F, baby.
And news to the game, we got Corey still in the building. He's
Still.
a shiner. He's a shiner.
To this day.
It is very rare that we have a guest for 2 episodes back to back because their stories are so good. Our first story was pretty educational. I learned a lot. We hope our listeners did too.
Over the break, they were talking about producers about how the only other similar podcasts that do Airbnb are educational. So now we want what our bread and butter is.
Yeah.
Raunchy story.
Let's get into the Jerry Springer trash.
This story's
At
so
least you're
funny.
like multidimensional.
Well, let's you gotta give a little razzle, give a little dazzle,
You know.
all the way around. But hey, kids,
What round's it?
trust but verify.
You've been staying at Airbnbs for a long time, right? Like
I
since...
felt like once it started, it was kind of what I was like kind of looking for. Like you want to be comfortable at any space. So I was traveling and the platform launched and I was like, oh, well, let me just try this instead of.
While you were out and about, you're like, oh shit, this new thing.
Yeah, like
Let's just try it.
I could
This
like,
hostel sucks. All right.
refer to me
Is
as
this in your Qatar days or Korea days?
like
or where?
early on, like maybe like Afghanistan. I did live in Afghanistan for a little while, guys.
And there were
But,
Airbnbs there.
No.
Get
But-
out.
The kicker, I was working as a civilian for the government as a contractor. So our vacations would start and you had to start and finish in Dubai. Like, because you can't just charter and fly into Afghanistan, right?
You can't fly Spirit to Afghanistan.
Right. But you can fly into Dubai and that's where your vacation would start. And it's literally almost the geographical center. So instead of, 14 hours to the Philippines, it's 6. Or, 4 hours to Kenya or 5 hours to
cool.
Bali. So
Are
like,
these all
Getting
places you
under-
actually went?
yeah.
And under 6, that's a huge deal breaker. You don't lose the
Yeah,
whole day.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Or
Right, you-
Game changer.
And those are usually like 2-day
Yeah.
flights, basically.
Yeah, you land and like go to the beach.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, so like
Pretty cool.
I would
One
get
upside to living in Afghanistan, I guess.
This is
well,
Dubai.
one upside the contracting. We would work a lot, but we would get a lot of vacation time too. So I would only come home once a year. The rest of the time I was traveling. This particular time,
Was it
Sorry,
was it
neighbors.
3 months on, 1 month off? Or what was your...
no, we would work 7 days a week, 13 hours a day. You get an hour for lunch.
Woo.
And it was a grind. So you could hit anywhere from 90 to 100 hours a week with overtime. And we would get 7 weeks of vacation. And you can split that up over 3 vacations. So
Oh,
I would
okay.
usually just keep 2 weeks to come home every fall, right?
Mhm.
And then a week for emergencies. And then the other 2 vacations, I'm gallivanting the globe,
Awesome.
I'm young, I'm in my 20s, like I'm doing like all the things I'm supposed to be doing
In your
and
20s.
correct. And then some. So,
Fun.
but this particular little story came from a stay in New Orleans. And
One of my favorite cities.
who done love New Orleans, right?
Right,
It's one of my
definitely
favorite
love New
places,
Orleans.
right? I
Mhm.
think
Eat
it's
my way through the city.
yeah, it's one of all our favorite places, right? Food, drink, vibes, like
Right.
you can get it on in New Orleans if you know where to go and if you with the right people.
First time I walked out of a bar and it was daylight was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So much time left in the day to get drunk.
No, I was out there at nighttime
Oh.
and I walked out and it's morning time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no. I've day drank before that.
So at the time, I'm dating someone. We get invited to a wedding. It's a New Orleans wedding. They have like this. The venue is like this old like plantation house. I hate to say plantation, but it's this old
See
like
previous episode.
It's this
South Shell Rise.
old like whitewashed house with the wraparound porch. It's got like the yard in the back with the moss off the trees and
Very
like
New Orleans.
very scenic, right? So we get there. The wedding's not until Saturday. We get there Friday. Usually I do all the booking and like accommodations, but I'm busy with work. I'm busy with this or that. My girl's like, hey, I got it. Okay, babe. I'm the planner organizer, but like it was a lot for me.
This is
to
her
do.
first.
This is
her
making me
first
sad
guy.
already.
No. Like
now we gotta blame
She was
her.
well traveled too. She was
Okay.
well traveled too, and I'll bring it full circle. But I'm thinking, like, okay, we decided to drive from Atlanta to New Orleans because road trip, right?
It's an easy drive.
Yeah,
too.
it's
not
all the
crazy.
time.
It's not bad, but like
It's
you
like
know,
6 hours.
yeah, you put on a couple albums and you're there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
A few Wheezy mixtapes and you're there.
we get like an hour out, and I was like, hey, babe, let me get the address. And it's like such and such MLK Boulevard.
Oh. Not MLK.
It's MLK. And for the record, I'm good on any MLK Boulevard. Shout out to Ho. All right. So we pull up, and it's exactly like kind of what I'm thinking because I've been around. I've been in my fair share of MLKs.
Okay.
Right. This ain't like the most prestigious neighborhood, but like you pull up, the house has clearly been renovated. It's nice. But right next to it is like a house that's run down and like kind of dilapidated and like
There's a
looking,
lot of that in New Orleans.
yeah, it's looking a little
And in
sketch.
Atlanta.
Is this
True.
before or after Katrina?
Right.
After.
Okay.
This would have been in 19, I want to say maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
So somewhat recent.
yeah, it was a couple years ago. So we're pulling up and I'm kind of looking, I'm like, shit. So we park. Walking up to the house, kind of checking everybody like, hey, y'all good? Y'all lost? Y'all good, babe? Yeah, we good. Thank you.
Nah, y'all lost,
Y'all good,
please.
baby?
So
What is?
right, we get all of that. So me, I'm like trying to like peep the scene. Like the first thing I do, I just come out on the porch. I light a cigar. I'm kind of like just, you know, looking around and like speaking to people like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's going on? The neighbor come out. Hey, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Don't break in my shit. I'm good. You know what I mean? She going to the store. There's a little store across the street. She's about to like take her hair down. I was like, no, leave your hair wrapped up. Let's all the way present. Like we on the MLK. Like let's just check it
Look
out.
like we belong.
Yeah,
here.
like we gonna inspect.
Was
and-
it MLK later earlier?
yeah, I'm like checking and inspecting. Like I'm clearly, obviously on the front porch. Like, hey, there's some black people here. Like, you know, we just coming to hang out. Like, don't fuck with my car, right? So fast forward to that night, we go out. Our Uber driver brings us back, and this guy's like really concerned. He's like,
What's up, world? Make sure you tune into Once Upon a B&B to interact and listen to all the wildest, craziest, and weirdest travel stories. And of course, for me and my other two lovely hosts, Ian and Maha. Make sure you like, subscribe to Instagram, YouTube, and all streaming platforms. And we'll catch you next time.
y'all, this the address? Like, y'all good?
Oh no.
Sir, we're good. Hey, y'all sure? Like, y'all staying here? Yeah. It's something you're not saying, man? Like,
Right.
what, you know, what the fuck going on? He was like, well, just be careful with the area. Cool. You can tell they like renovating and doing stuff, but like,
It ain't there yet.
right, kind
He's like, I'm
of.
gonna drop y'all off on the corner.
Y'all staying here? Okay, bye. So we had a night, right? In New Orleans. It's Friday night, whatever. We had fun. Everybody came in. The wedding is at like 4:00 Saturday. So we're asleep, right? Hey, motherfucker. Hey, where my $22? Hey, I'm thinking somebody's, because we had other friends, it's like a 3-2, right? We had other friends come in that was staying there. I'm thinking somebody's like watching a movie or something on the TV. Because I'm asleep, right? And then I hear it
Also,
again.
there's other people staying with y'all in the same.
Yeah, like we were all going to the wedding. It's like,
So y'all arrive first?
yes.
What are their reactions when they see this neighborhood?
Everybody was cool. They
Are
kind
they
of.
also good on any MLK Boulevard?
I can't speak for them, but I just know they came in a little bit later. So like one actually came like the morning of. Like we still was up. We had just got in, and like people was come in. We still like drinking, like kind of chilling, right?
Okay.
beautiful space. Let me just preface it by that. Like, beautiful space.
Until you get outside.
Clearly have been renovated and just redone. And then, a lot of the spaces in New Orleans are like kind of row houses, shotgun houses. So it's got the exposed brick. Whoever staged it did a great job. It's really nice, right? It looks the part once you're inside. And also, I gotta get your perspective too on like safety once we're done with this, because safety is relative, right? Safety is in the eye of the beholder. Anyway, I'm like sleep, and I got like turned up the night before, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm drunk.
Maybe I'm dreaming.
Yeah, somebody's watching a movie, and then I hear it again. Where's my $22, motherfucker? And I'm like, babe, you hear that? She was like, I was like, no, like, and then we hear it again. So like, I get up, the window's not flush. I had to like stand on the bed to like look out the window, and I'm looking, and this lady is like raging like behind the other side of this house. Apparently the house was run down, but like it had turned into like a place where like people who use drugs would
A trap
stay.
house.
The crack house.
I was trying to be PC, but yes, it's a full out like crack house situation going on.
In the back.
And this lady is like, hey, where my $22? Because I let Johnny fuck me for that $22. Where my
Is it
$22?
behind y'all's house or next door?
It's beside it.
Interesting price for
Yeah,
sex.
$22.
She
22.
would not stop about this $22. And like, I lay back down and she
I give you
like,
20 and 25. How about 22?
I know.
$22.
I had $22. I let him fuck me for that $22. Now my girl is up, right? There ain't no fucking movie on. Like, it's a full out situation, right? I queued these up to show you. I'm gonna just pass this around. So like, I look out and like, it's full out like people sharing needles, like tying
I
each
love
other
video
up.
evidence.
Oh my
Tying each other up.
god!
Go to the left. Go to the left.
This
It's,
is intense. This is
it's-
daylight.
And send me these because we'll add them to the
I would
video.
definitely. I'll send you a picture of the inside of the house.
Where I'm going
And-
left.
The other way.
Stage
Oh.
left. Come on.
The other left.
The other way. And so it's a full out
This is
like
crazy. But wait a
situation.
minute.
Right.
This is right next door.
Yes, out back. And so
Like he's looking out the window and seeing them.
we're
All
like,
this trap. This is
We
crazy.
thought we were partying. They're partying.
we hit the
Tying
host.
each other up and shit. Like,
Yeah, like-
shooting each other up.
I'm like, I get a few pictures. We hit the host. Like, hey,
You failed to mention the crackhead.
right.
And the crack
Community.
house.
Right.
Okay, now go left.
Like you never,
Okay.
like you didn't say this. Like this is not okay. Like
That is crazy.
we're getting ready to go to this wedding, and we're
This
like,
looks like seasons 3 through 5 of The Wire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
but we're like,
Seriously.
hey, do we need to try to move or like trying to
I
go
didn't scroll.
somewhere? And then like my girl goes out back to have her coffee. I was like in the shower. I was like, what are you doing?
Why would
and
you?
Then,
Go back there.
Only-
This is the morning after. This is New Orleans. Like we partied all
this
night.
is Saturday. We party
Saturday
Friday.
morning. Yeah, this is exactly what I was describing when I was
This
in New
is
Orleans.
Saturday
last-
morning.
Oh, there's wedding pictures of that.
That is crazy.
Mind
Oh
you,
my god. He's literally in this picture like checking his
yes,
vein.
like the wedding is at 4:00. So we call the host.
They're sitting on milk crates.
He not answering. We texting him. We like airing it out, and then I go
She's
back.
literally smoking a crack pipe in this picture.
Right. I go back and like check the reviews because I let my girl book it. I typically do it,
Is
and I'm
this
kind
man
of.
shooting dice? What is happening?
It's a lot going on.
lot
It's a lot
going
going
on.
on.
Where's Waldo?
On top
Crackhead.
of trash.
And then for that, like an hour later, she completely cool about the $20 because they all like doing drugs together again.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
She got high and forgot.
I guess I don't know, but like that woke me up, and then we like trying to get the host on the phone.
$22 for pussy, and it's negotiable.
Right. Could be 20, depending on the day of the week, right?
Right.
That's the Friday price. This cat ain't answering the phone. So we get Airbnb on the phone.
But
and
wait, you look at the reviews. What did the reviews say?
Yeah. What,
they were honest about the space. So this
did they
kind
try to like not call it a crack house though? No, you did.
everybody on there was kind of like,
House is nice.
the house is nice.
Might be some crackheads.
The surroundings is some bullshit. You need to disclose that.
Yeah.
And like we're feeling the same way. Like, cool, the space is the space, but give me the option of like knowing what
Yeah,
I'm
let
coming
me know.
They
into.
know what you're
Yeah.
gonna do,
Right,
and you had the
exactly.
option.
This is
But-
purposeful.
You're just trying to get your cash. Like, just be straight up. And then if I want to stay here, that's on me.
Right.
Versus me showing up and being like, the fuck is that?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, and so
I've seen, we've been around a trap house or two, but that in the backyard,
I've seen some trap houses in my day,
but that is out of pocket.
Airbnb essentially tells us that the host is not wrong.
What?
Because the space, everything they provided on the listing was provided. except for
It was accurate.
correct.
Was
They
that
just
front of the
omitted-
house shop like real cropped? You know, Like,
I know.
But like, give full disclosure, man. Like, and this is for the host out there listening. Like, be upfront about where
You
your
know
property
your spot is in the hood.
Say
Just
that,
Say it.
right? And then like,
Or
that's
even
when I
if
want to
it's
pull the
in
race card. Like,
hood.
nope, you can't do
Just
that.
like use some flowery language, like, be aware of your surroundings. Don't you leave
Yeah.
valuables in the car.
so I'm reading like one of the reviews, and it's like this poor like white girl. I'm like, oh my god, like
They
y'all
didn't have the same experience when they got there, probably.
Right.
I made
She
it
didn't
a-
come out and puff a cigar.
I made it a point to like stand on the porch and kind of like, hey, I'm here. Like, I'm cool. Like, don't fuck with us. That's why I asked her to leave her hair wrapped up. Like, look the part, play the part, like assimilate. You know what I mean? Like, do what you got to do. But like, we get Airbnb on the phone and they're like full of shit. The host is like full of shit. He's hemming and hawing. The wedding's at 4:00. They basically were like, well, we can put y'all somewhere else.
But y'all about to leave.
We don't have time to like
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Probably don't want to leave your stuff there, though, while you're...
That's all I'm trying to explain to them and convey to them. Like, what if they're waiting for us to leave?
Right,
come
and I'm
in here?
sure they are.
Right, because she goes out to have her
She's
coffee.
short $22.
And they're
right
like,
now.
yeah, baby, you all right? The same lady that was raging, like,
Mm-hmm.
talking to my girlfriend now. And I'm like, get your ass here. So, like,
Get some.
don't come over here making friends. Like, because then she going to come here and ask for a cup of
That
water or
would've been my
whatever.
dumb
Sometimes
ass.
you gotta Google
You
Maps
need
the area that you're
$22?
staying in.
You do gotta Google street. You gotta
I feel
look
like
at the
probably
street.
Yeah,
in New
street
Orleans.
views,
Yeah, you gotta do
Just-
street view.
Hosts out there, be straight up about where your place is. I admire you investing and like trying to do something, but like be mindful about people spending their money to come into your space.
So they probably paid nothing for that house,
Correct.
essentially.
But
Sounds
you
like they
got-
get a good deal in that house next door.
I know.
Yeah, that's
Need to hurry on
bad.
up.
Yeah.
and you got to be comfortable all the way around. It's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fun story about the wedding though. We get there. It's this old like plantation house, like I said. Unbeknownst to me, all of them went to acting school together. So I'm kind of sitting down, and the wedding's already started. And I look up on the porch, and like this beautiful chocolate lady walks in, like extra chocolate, more chocolate than me. I would say chocolatey if that's a word, right?
I feel like that's a word.
And so she's got on like this. She looks expensive. And
Regal.
yeah, you could almost say it. She's got on like this. What's the
fancy chocolate?
No, the hosiery, like the expensive
Yeah.
hosiery. Like it looks like almost like
Like fishnets, but expensive.
like the provocateur, like almost. What's the name?
Lingerie.
It ain't lingerie, but like it's
expensive lingerie.
It's expensive, and like
Some expensive shit.
the wind's blowing, and like her dress comes up like a
Marilyn Monroe.
like a
you are
Dorothy.
transfixed.
I'm going with Dorothy
With your
Dandridge.
girlfriend.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, he's like, what girlfriend?
What
Girl.
girlfriend? You
First-
see this lady on the porch?
first
On
of
the
all,
slave house?
She might be over.
first of all, everybody was looking.
Right.
But star power, right? And then I lean over. I was like, "Hey, is that Lupita?"
Oh.
And she's like, "Mind you, this is like 19, so like she like on a roll." She's like, "Yeah, that's Lupita." They all went. I think it was like Princeton acting school. They all went to together.
So cool.
So it's like other like little actor people there, but like she the only one I really recognized or knew. But like that was my like moment of like seeing her in slow
real
motion
life.
and the dress coming up and
Yeah.
like being like, she's like,
Oh.
right? But yeah, that shit happened at the Airbnb and like it was a full out trap house. I don't think it's no longer listed. I could be wrong, but I didn't bother to check. I was supposed to do my homework before the podcast. I'm sorry, but
It's okay.
I can't believe the people that left the reviews weren't like, because they're normally mean and rude.
they
and
were
weren't
like
blatantly
the first
honest.
two was trying to like be like have some coof. And then like the third one like just aired it out. And I was
Okay.
like, that's what I was looking for. Like,
But the
I-
girlfriend at the time clearly did not read the reviews.
I
Right?
don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. But like the house, it wasn't like
It'll be fine.
it was
Right.
right. Like, but you don't expect like
Those
to be like
Those
Though,
pictures
are
when I-
wild.
Yes.
Those are gonna make
Yo.
this episode.
That's-
you don't
crazy.
expect to like be in a
I actually wanna
dead
see him
sleep
again.
and be like, I got you. This is on my trap phone.
Like literally somebody's smoking a crack pipe in the background. Another dude is like hitting his vein,
because
getting it
Miles
ready.
pointing out some very distinct like
I'm telling
moments. I'm
you.
like, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, you got thrown off
We
by
got
the...
some, yeah, I got thrown out by the
Needle.
girl with the locks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if you go a little bit more, I snuck a picture of Lupita. Don't tell nobody.
I told you there's a wedding photo in there. I knew it.
I'm just like, and all this trash.
It's yeah. And that's literally out of your bedroom window. You're taking these.
Yeah, like
pictures, right?
I'm dead sleeping. It's like, hey, motherfucker, hey, where my $22? Johnny fucked me for them $22.
I worked hard.
Oh yeah, that's also funny how the person yelling about the $22 in your story ended up being a lady.
I know. That was like the plot twist.
That shit was crazy. I could not believe it. I was like, are we getting punked?
Just
Like,
so sad.
they just back there like doing drugs.
How many
and
stars
hanging out.
did you give them?
I left that to her. I'm fairly certain it was like a 1 or 2 star.
Yeah.
Like the accommodation was like,
Yeah, nice.
it was beautiful. It was a gorgeous.
Right.
Let me just be clear. Like the house itself had just been redone and like it was gorgeous, but the fact that we had to like kind of hound the host to even get some answers about shit was like,
Yeah,
what
you know
what
what
was
you
the
did.
host's response?
Turn my phone off as soon as they.
no, just like trying to be avoiding and like not answer the hard questions. Like, and I host myself, so like I just aired them out. I was like, yo, like this is not okay. And you got to be upfront and transparent about where your place is and what you're trying to do here. You know what I mean? But like, you got a full out trap house over here. You should maybe
Like, full
mention
out.
that.
Like
Maybe
normally, you know, you might do a little drugs on the inside
But
of
like,
the trap
what-
house.
what if-
but they just
Who knows what's happening
outside.
on the inside?
outside. Right.
I don't know what that's
What
what
if-
happens.
what if we're a
$22
family-
gets exchanged.
What if we're a family with kids and like my
Yeah.
children hear that
Where
in the
did
morning?
she earn
You
that
know what I mean?
$22?
Exactly.
Also back there? Inside that?
Maybe in that, I don't know.
Or normally they're like, okay, you come and go. But they just
They live there.
Right.
It was
Because,
like Amsterdam and fucking The Wire.
The
That was
Wire,
nuts.
literally.
I'm shocked.
well, that happened. Guys, just the takeaway from that, read the reviews.
Oh, yeah.
'cause
I always read the
that's
reviews.
that's your protection. That's your first line of defense because other guests will be transparent about spending their money and their experience, and that matters. But like, if you're looking to host, like, buy all of that shit if you're gonna do it. Like,
right,
do it
yeah,
right.
just by the
No
blog.
sassy responses from the host, like to you know you can
Right.
respond to reviews.
Yeah, but like, don't be pissy because I'm calling you out and you like you're wrong.
You're
like,
wrong.
It's no
what
way
if
to.
Lupita wanted to come over? What if she saw you at the wedding? I was like, "Where you going?"
Exactly.
And
Peter,
wanted
we're
to
gonna go to
come
your
over.
I'm sure she
going
was
to your
staying
place, Lupita.
downtown somewhere, or maybe
Like,
left the same
she
day.
didn't come
Was
over.
the price reflective of it maybe being like too good to be true?
That's what I was
Like,
gonna
I
ask,
don't know,
too.
the
It
price is
must have
kinda
been
low
cheap.
for this, like,
Yeah, she
super
was like,
nice
I got
house.
this, baby, and then like
Yeah.
she found a fucking place for
No,
nothing.
that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, they were getting top freight. You know what I mean? Like,
The money was like not adding up to it being next to a trap house.
correct. That's all I'm saying. Like, you pay for.
strategic. That guy, that motherfucker, capitalist,
Right.
Capitalist.
prices it and stages it like there's no trap house.
That's what came out. Like, we couldn't get a hold of him because the motherfucker lived on the West Coast. It was just like an investor,
Oh, they probably never
He's
even
like,
been.
I have nothing to do with this.
right?
Yeah.
And so we're trying to get a hold of the property manager at this point because I'm like reading, like sifting through because he
'Cause they
got
do
other
that.
And that's
stuff.
probably not even
They
his
buy up
mom.
a whole bunch of New Orleans.
That's
Not
right.
even his mom.
That ain't Edna
Yeah.
Jane. Edna Jane would never.
She would never.
She would just be like,
Teach some sense to those
son, we ain't getting that one.
Yeah.
Which
'Cause
you
they do
which you
in
said
New Orleans.
before, right?
Buy
I mean,
a
I
whole
checked
bunch
the
of sight
bylaws,
unseen.
but I checked for crackheads.
This is allowed.
yeah.
Tie it all together.
Wow.
That shit was
Episodes
wild.
1 and 2, or
Yeah.
part 1 and 2.
Yeah, just to bring it home, like hosts, trust but verify, like find out about your homeowners association, check with your Secretary of State office. It's public information, it's online. Guests, read the reviews, all of the
Review me.
reviews, review
Right.
everything. And also,
Google Earth it.
that's right.
yes. Street
That's
View.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm good on any MLK Boulevard. That don't mean I want to spend the night there.
Right.
All right.
Well, we're so glad you made it safely out of there. Of course, you could be on our show for 2 episodes today.
I'm very happy
Glad
to be
you
here.
survived.
Maha's one of my most favorite people on the planet.
Aw, thanks.
It has been an honor to be on you guys' podcast. I watch, I listen. Y'all are doing something dope and special here, so thank you
Aw,
for
we
having me.
appreciate that.
And we hope
Thank
you share it. You share with your friends and fam.
I hope I'm back one day.
I
is what
feel like
hope.
you have more stories. You can definitely come
I can
back.
kind of like reach into the chest to
Reach in
drawer.
that bag,
10-year.
Yeah, we'll pull some down. There was that one time in Korea.
Yeah.
Well, we'll listen to that next time.
Yeah, shout out to Soul.
On that note, you've listened to What's Up on a B&B. It's Anns.
This is Ian.
Maha F baby. Oh, we didn't even shout out Jet Vibes.
Shout out to Jet Vibes. Just enjoy the vibes. We have a little lifestyle brand where we're getting ready to curate itineraries. So if you stay somewhere, it's London according to Jet Vibes or Dubai according to Jet Vibes. Eat here, stay here, skip that, party here, drink there. So
That's
Are those
Oh,
two
that's
the cities
cool.
that you have in there? What's the portfolio?
it's expansive. Between me and my partner, we visited roughly 60 countries.
Oh, so
So-
it's just like is it kind of like tour guide?
Tells you what to do.
It's like an
you're in there.
itinerary
Right, you know, like
situation,
I love looking for I we're going to Spain soon and we're going to Grand Caymans.
Right.
I've been trying to find the blogs and the travel guides. They got the keys.
Well, that's the thing. Like certain honest and like niche reviews don't exist. The way you can say like if somebody fucks with you, they'll fuck with what you do when you go and visit someplace. So we just take notes on that. Like if you're going to
Nice.
London, like do this, see this, skip that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Contribute when you go to Spain.
Yeah.
Link in comments because I will be clicking on it. I'll tell you that
Yeah.
much.
For sure. And
Jet Vibes, and Jet stands for just enjoy the vibes.
vibes. And we also bring people
That's
together.
so good.
That's what Yacht Week was about. Like
That was y'all's launch, right? Was
Yacht Week was
Week.
launch week. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So check us out, Jet_vibes on all social media. Order a hat, order a t-shirt. It's pretty cool. I'll get you guys some gear.
Yes, we love good gear.
All the way.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Corey.
Thanks for having me.
It's been part 2 of Corey's Once Upon a B&B.
Brr, 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 brr.
We'll see y'all next time.
Love you, mom.